everything scary. I'm GMHaunts, and today I'm going to be ranking my top 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronics. So I recently did a ranking my top 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 in-store animatronics, and today I am back with the second part of this video, and today I'm going to be ranking my top 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online-only animatronics. So I'm going to rank my top 5, we're going to discuss them, discuss the prices, and just see what online-only animatronics were cool this year and which weren't. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off with number 5, I'm going to have to say my 5th favorite online-only animatronic for this year is the 7.4-foot The Plague Doctor static prop. So I know there was kind of a lot of controversy around this, that it was very expensive for a static prop, but then I saw a lot of people were noticing this, is that this guy is 7.4 feet, he's taller than like the average animatronic, and he's actually a very gigantic prop, even if he's just static. So honestly, I think he is worth it for that 7.4 foot thing. Creepy Towering Clown is 7 feet and has motion and everything, and he's 210. So this is only $20 more, and he's 7.4 feet. So he is taller than Creepy Towering Clown, and he's my 5th favorite online only. I really like this guy. I like that Spirit finally went with doing a Plague Doctor animatronic because they've never done that before, and this was a new idea from them. It's kind of disappointing to see that he's not going to be in stores. I would have loved to see this guy in the Reaper's Island theme or Jack's Cave. I think he could have fit in, especially with the skulls on his staff there. But I really like the design on this one. I love the red glowing eyes. One thing I really like, I love that he's smoke compatible, and that smoke comes from behind the Plague Doctor mask. I think that's a really cool feature on this guy. The outfit is a little bland, but I understand because like they were going for that authentic Plague Doctor look. So I understand that they would just go with a plain brown outfit because they're not going to want to do something that's completely custom, because you want to make an animatronic that's cool, but also stay with that original Plague Doctor aesthetic and feel and look. But I really like the red glowing eyes on this one. I'm very happy they didn't decide to do yellow glowing eyes like every single animatronic that comes out now. So I like that it's red glowing eyes, and I like that it matches the red glowing eyes on these 2 skeleton heads that are on the staff. One thing I really like about this guy is the fingers he has. He kind of has these weird, like, zombie monster fingers right here, so it actually looks like he's not really a real Plague Doctor or real person. He kind of looks like he's like a monster, creepy thing. So I really like that. It's an interesting little detail on this guy. I know one thing people didn't like is that he's still supposed to ship on 10/21, which people were like, that's a little late. And I understand that. It's kind of annoying. Because all the other 2020 online only and regular animatronics were shipping at a much earlier date. But I don't know. I have a feeling this one was rushed. I've heard a theory saying this one was rushed. And yeah, I believe it is because it's shipping at a really late date. The description for this guy says his ledger contains the names of thousands of poor souls lost to the wretched Black Death, a list that tortured the Doctor's mind for the last 400 years. He cannot sleep, he cannot dream, he cannot rest. Instead, the good Doctor roams the earth, trailing the sweet scent of rose petals and the stench of his own decaying flesh. Be wary, his visit, his diagnosis may be your last. This Plague Doctor animatronic is sure to give you a deadly dose of fear with his light-up red eyes and staff once he's put on your display in your home this Halloween. So yeah, I think this is a cool prop. One thing, I really think this guy would be worth it with a 20% off, because with a 20% off, he would actually be, let me see, he'd be to 23, the $46 off. Yeah, so, I might be wrong, I just quick did that in my head, but I think it is. So yeah, $46 off this guy with a 20% off code, and then I think he's really worth it. Yeah, I don't know why there's so much controversy. I like this guy, I like Plague Doctors. I don't think he's super overpriced, he's 7.4 feet tall. So he's a very tall animatronic, and I really like the smoke compatibilities. I don't know what not to like about this guy. and I really like him, and that's why he comes in at my number 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Without further ado, let's skip ahead to my number 4 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online only animatronic. Coming in at number 4, I have the 6-foot Mr. Salty animatronic. So again, I did a video on this like I did with all the other sneak peeks that came out. And this animatronic was actually leaked before it came out. The name was leaked, and then the stock photos were leaked. And I know a lot of people don't like this guy either, for the reason of that he's kind of slow. Because I understand people were really looking forward when this instruction booklet got leaked out and we saw him. People were really looking forward to the little clown Willy jumping out of the thing. But then when he was actually released, I think people were disappointed that he kind of had a slow motion of popping out of the jacket, and it was a lot slower than people thought it was going to be. But to be fair, I can understand that. But I still think this is an awesome and unique animatronic. I really love the detail on it, and one of my favorite things I mentioned in my sneak peek video is that I love that Spirit went with going with an old man clown. They don't do a lot of things like that. And as you can see, look at his face. He has he looks like an old man. They put a lot of detail into the teeth, and they put a lot of detail into the wrinkles and the face paint. And I really like that they actually went out of their way to make an old man clown rather than just another clown like all the other ones we get. I really like that in the regular pose, one hand is in the coat and one hand is out of the coat, and that when he pulls it, yeah, it's a little slow. But I still think it's a pretty cool motion because we never see anything like that. So I still like it. Looking at some other things on the detail, I really like the trench coat they went with. That it has these kind of homeless man looking stickers, or whatever you want to call them, the things that keep it connected. I like this short purple hair. The purple hair is a little generic. I might have even liked it more if he was bald because he's an old man. Then I might have liked it even more. I really like, though, obviously, I don't think a lot of people pointed this out, that the Willy face sculpt is the same one as the Creepy Towering Clown, but it's just a different color mouth and different color eyes. So that's kind of cool. I really like the outfit this guy's wearing, that he has the green and white stripes underneath, and Willy has the purple and black stripes, and with the green collar. That I really like. I really like how the colors match, and they're vibrant colors, and they fit a clown theme. Looking at the next thing, $350 though is very overpriced for this guy. I don't even understand why Spirit thinks they can get $350 for this, because there's no way he's worth it. With $350 you can get Krampus, and Krampus is 7.5 feet tall. He's 1.5 feet taller than this guy, and a lot bigger and just cooler. So this guy, he's not worth the $350 in my opinion. I think this guy is worth like $200 or $230 probably would be. $350 is just way too overpriced, and I don't understand why they think they can sell him for that. Because I don't even think he's close to being worth that. So yeah, I don't think he's worth that. His description says, after years as a struggling song and dance man on the vaudeville circuit, Mr. Salty finally snapped. He turned in his tap shoes for clown shoes and grease paint, and he was never happier. Now his act is scaring audiences on street corners, dark alleyways, and dive bars across the country. Just don't get too close, or you might see a side of Mr. Salty you'll never forget. Mr. Salty features light-up eyes and moving mouth, and can swing open his arms to give you a surprise you never expect. One thing I'll say, he has a lot of lines of dialogue. 4, I believe. Yeah, he has, or no, 1, 2, 3, 5 lines of dialogue. So he does have a lot of lines of dialogue, and I like the voice on this one, which so it's kind of cool. I just really think this guy is overpriced. But that is why he is my number 4 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Without further ado, let's skip ahead. We're getting down to my top 3. Let's skip ahead to my number 3 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Coming in at number 3, I have the 7-foot clowning around animatronic. So this is a pretty cool one. We've seen one animatronics like this, and I mentioned that in the sneak peek video for it, that it wasn't really anything new, because we've seen a lot of animatronics now from Spirit, or other Halloween manufacturers that do these tall animatronics with kids. We saw the Towering Boogeyman, we saw Rotten Ringmaster. We've seen them before, and it's not really anything new, this one. But the one thing I do like about this one, and the thing that makes it unique, is I really like the outfit on it. I like that they went with the kind of vintage looking clown look. The white and black, it kind of has dust all over the outfit. The black puffballs. I really like the face paint that it, again, has a vintage face paint. Yeah, and I really like the white and black outfit because we don't see a lot of clowns with white and black outfits or kind of dark colors. We see a lot of clowns that are bright and vibrant and up in your face. This, though, is a kind of vintage looking one. I like the little hat that they did, and I really like one of my favorite things, like, tops about this guy. Well, I have a couple things. But the number one thing I like is that he has white glowing eyes and not yellow or red. I'm getting tired of the yellow glowing eyes the Spirit does with every animatronic, but this guy has white glowing eyes, which we don't see a lot from Spirit Halloween, and I love that they went with white glowing eyes instead of yellow or red or any other color. This guy's actually holding two kids, which is kind of interesting because most of the time they do one. So I like that they will have two kids, one in a green outfit and one in a pink outfit, and they actually have their own motors. So while he's talking, they actually move around and scream. They have both their separate motors. So there's like a lot of motors in this one for moving arms and moving mouths and all that. This guy is $300, and to be fair, I think he's worth it. And for the reason is, you're probably going to be like, wow, you said he's 7 foot and Creepy Towering Clown is 200. The reason I say it is because he has, again, like I just said, he has a motor in the pink girl who can scream, and she moves around. Not even just screaming, she actually, her legs flail around and she screams, and the same for the one in the green. So that's like an extra 2 motors, and then you need a motor for his moving mouth, and the thing, and he's 7 feet tall. So basically you're just saying that both of these girls is adding $50, because it's like $200 to get a 7 foot thing. So I don't think this one's overpriced at all. I actually think this is a good price, and with a 20% off, it's really worth it because then he's $240. And I think for $240, this is a great deal to get clowning around. So he's a cool one. His description is, no one thought calling the AAA Big Top babysitting service would end like this. Next time, if the kids will let you leave their side again, make sure to tell them not to send a 7 foot diabolical clown, even if you just make some extra money with the new side hustle. Either way, we bet your kids will have a whole new attitude about the circus. This clowning around animatronic takes playtime to a whole new level with the side-to-side turning waist and head, along with the light-up eyes and moving mouth, screaming terror as you watch him flail his victims up and down in each arm. Yeah, so this is a cool one, a very unique the outfit, and I love that they went with a vintage look, and that is why he is number 3 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Without further ado, we're getting down to that top 2 that's getting big. This is my second favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Coming in at number 2, I have the 6 foot flesh-eating zombie. So everyone knows, this is a really great animatronic. This is the return of the original flesh-eating zombie from the Zombie Wasteland theme from a couple of years ago, a while ago. Oh, actually, am I wrong? I might be wrong. Oh no, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of comments now. It's not the Zombie I don't know. I forget now. I think it's a Zombie Wasteland. But everyone knows this is an awesome animatronic of the return of the flesh-eating zombie, and this is a favorite prop. I know that people love this one. They love the original, and I really like the remake of them because I think it's a lot more realistic. The original wasn't very realistic to a zombie, and they brought this back this year as part of a Flashback Friday, and I really love how he came out. I think he's very realistic looking. I think he was perfect, a perfect blend of the original flesh-eating zombie and a new kind of aesthetic to it, because the people who are the original owners don't get mad because it's not exactly the same, and new people can pick them up and still be happy that it's very similar. You can put a hand or an arm in his posable, I think he has posable hands, so make it look like he's eating it. I love the motion, although he has yellow glowing eyes, which I don't like. You know I don't like yellow glowing eyes, and this guy does have that. So I actually like the eyes more when he isn't turned on, like this, when it's just gray eyes that look more like a zombie. I like it more when it looks like that, more than the yellow glowing eyes. But still, I love the outfit on him too. It looks like a very zombie outfit. His fingers are all messed up on his one hand here, and I really like this one. The price for this is only $200, and I don't have a problem with it at all. I love $200 props. That's where I get most of mine at $200. I think he has a lot of motion and everything, so I actually really like this one, especially for the price. It's a great deal. His description says, You think you were having a bad day? Poor Aaron had a run-in with a zombie several years ago, and life has gone downhill since. Now he spends all of his time lusting after human flesh, wearing the same green jacket he had on his wife 7 years ago. Oh well, at least he has a tasty snack to keep him busy while you run for your life. The flesh-eating zombie animatronic features light-up eyes, a moving mouth, and turns his head from waist to waist, or turns his head and waist from side to side. His terrifying sounds will have you debating how close you've come. So yeah, I really love this one. I love the brand new kind of feel on this one, and I think it's awesome. Great job to Spirit Halloween for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to my #1 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic. Are you excited to hear what it is? It's a good one. It's my #1 favorite online only for this year, and I really love it. So, without further ado, my #1 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronic is the return of the Gatekeeper. So yes, the 6-foot Gatekeeper, the return, another Flashback Friday, the return of the original 2011 Gatekeeper. I absolutely love this remake. This might be my favorite flashback out of all the ones we got. I love that he looks like the original, but again, they altered him to make him have more of a new feel. I love that skeleton hand holding the lantern. I love that he has that cloak, and I love the red glowing eyes. It's very similar to the original, but again, in its own way, it has unique features. It's such an amazing prop, and for only $170, it is an amazing price for this guy. I mean, seriously, to get this prop for not even $200, that's like a really, really, really great deal. And if you want the original Gatekeeper, definitely pick this up. It's similar to the original, and it's the closest you're gonna get. And for only $170, again, I can't even stress to you how great of a deal that is for a 6-foot animatronic who actually lights up and has dialogue, and the lantern lights up. $170 is a great, great deal. And I actually wish this guy was in stores. I'd love to see him. And if he was in stores, I actually might have been picking him up for this year. But I just love him. He's such a unique one. And I really love it. Again, I love that the lantern glows. It's such a great, touch. The same with the original. I love that the lantern glows, as well as those red glowing eyes and the cloak. Such a good animatronic. The description says, he has guarded the gates of the underworld since the dawn of time. His eternal pose to his unyielding punishment for unspeakable betrayal. A betrayal that was so evil, even the demons of the underworld do not welcome his unnatural presence. Instead, the Gatekeeper must roam the outskirts of Necropolis, forced to ferry into their eternal unresting place. This Gatekeeper animatronic is sure to light the way this Halloween with his light-up eyes, light-up lantern, and creepy side-to-side movement of his left hand. So yeah, this is just an awesome animatronic. I love it so, so much. It's very close to the original, and I just love it. Seriously, great animatronic, and especially for that $170 price tag, pick it up now. And when 20% off, you can get even more off. It's just a great deal, great deal. Okay, that's going to wrap up my video of ranking my top 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online animatronics. And #1, of course, is the Gatekeeper. So that's going to wrap up the video, so let's get to the outro. So that's going to wrap up my video on ranking my top 5 favorite Spirit Halloween 2020 online only animatronics. Let me know by writing a comment down below. Or what is your list? What are your top 5 favorite online only animatronics? Let me know by writing a comment down below. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification bell to get a notification right when I drop my videos. You're not going to want to miss them. And remember, as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Spirit Halloween 2020 news and updates. Goodbye.